Welcome to another exciting segment of the Black Shield. I am your co-host, Rasheed Lightford. You can find me at Mogul Mindset on all platforms where we talk about teaching gods and goddesses the way to find their self-enlightenment within themselves. To my left, we have Brother Dre.
I'm Brother Dre, Curse Breakers 300. From Cincinnati, Ohio, retired officer of almost 30 years. I'm just here to say that reason I got into law enforcement in the first place is to protect, to serve, and to make sure I can make a difference. When I got pulled over, I didn't like it. I was observed as someone that was less than, and I said instead of talking about it, be about it, make a change, get into the game, and be able to change the system. And now I'm here along with the Black Shield and these strong brothers to make a difference in the community, in education, and in your life. And that's why my brother Xcalibur got something to say as well.
Yeah, this your boy Ernest Xcalibur Miller with the Miller Experience. You can follow me on all platforms, YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, whatever it is, I'm there. I work for South Carolina Highway Patrol. I got in law enforcement because, like Brother Dre said, I didn't like how I was being treated when I was getting pulled over. So pretty much I wanted to be the change. I wanted other officers to see, hey, you could do it this way, you can do it that way. You don't have to go that route. Sometimes let's make it make sense, man. Did this person got to go to jail? Just talk to them. Certain people going through things. So that's the reason why I went in law enforcement. I just want to be the change.
That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. I am a current police officer. I'm in the command staff level at this point. I've been in every area of law enforcement for the past almost over 20 years. I got into law enforcement because I simply wanted to make a change as well. I was beaten on as a child by a police officer. I don't believe all police officers are bad, but I wanted to be that other side. I wanted the people to see, hey, there are good brothers and sisters in this business, and you don't have to be fearful, to call the police if you need help. One thing I hate to hear is after a crime, why don't you call the police? I mean, I just don't want y'all getting involved because I don't want y'all locking this person or that person up. I don't want to get killed, and I hate to hear that. So that's a big reason that I became the police. Wow. All right, and all three of us have gotten together to come and enlighten folks on the good, the bad, and the ugly. Right. So together we are the Black Shield. Yeah. So today, one of the topics we're going to talk about, I guess, is something that's plaguing all of us, the whole nation, actually the world now, because they had something happen in another country that usually doesn't happen. And that's school shootings, right? School shootings.
Oh my.
Yeah. So, we want to give you our take on it, give you some of our experiences, and then some of our training and how police are to respond to these incidents. And then also, we all have kids. Some of us have grandkids that are still in school.
Right.
And, Brother X, matter of fact, we're going to start with that. Brother X just shared with me prior to us starting this that he had received a call from his daughter's school and how he responded.
Yeah, so how I responded, I literally just got back from the gym, got a text message from my daughter's school letting us know it's a possible kid brought a gun to school, possible school is a threat of school shooting. As soon as I got that text, I ain't hesitate. I just pulled up at the house, I grabbed my weapons, loaded up my patrol car, and I hopped in the car. I had my gym clothes on and everything.
Right.
So I'm calling. It's about, but my daughter's school's like 30 minutes from me.
Yeah.
So I called the local police department. I'm cool with the lieutenant there. I told her, hey, just give me an update what's going on. I'm on my way over there. Just give me an update. She said, I got you. So I was like 15 minutes away from her school. She called me, said everything was good. It's just a host. The kid was just playing.
Right.
But just letting you know, hey, when it comes to my baby, I ain't playing.
You got your vest
I'm locked
with
and
you?
loaded, brother.
Did you have your vest with you?
It was in the trunk.
Okay.
It was ready. I was ready.
You was ready?
I was going straight to her.
Straight
to her. But with us, I think since Columbine, everything changed. All before when the school shooting, officers had to wait till everybody come and we set up a plan what we going to do.
Right.
Now I know I can't speak for you brothers, but in the state of South Carolina, it changed. If it's a school shooting, first officer there, you go in.
That's everywhere.
Okay.
That's everywhere.
Yeah.
Because you can get written up or get arrested,
right?
Charged for not acting cowardice, right?
Neglect of duty.
Yeah, neglect of duty.
Right.
Yeah. And see, people don't know that. People, you can't, as a police officer, you can't hide. This is one of the only job disciplines that you can be prosecuted for not doing your job.
Right. That's deep. That's deep because you hear what people always say back from NWAF. the police. F the police. But do you feel that way when your kid is getting shot inside of school? And then it's, man, where are the police?
Right,
now,
right.
quit confusing me. I need to understand which route you taking, because this is why the shield is so deep. This is why people need to understand the sacrifice that comes into play, that when I get into my police car knowing that there's a shooting, I have to go, and I'm first on the scene. I have to sit back and listen to that sound, because kids are being assassinated, and I have to take out that threat immediately. This is why when you see law enforcement, instead of saying F the police, say, man, thank you for your service. I don't care if you black, white, and different. When somebody's in a school, color don't matter.
Right.
It goes out the door.
Right.
Well, while you're on that point, talk about the process of getting the call, getting on scene, and then what you're doing. Because one thing you said about kids, right? One thing you can't stop. You see a child laid out bleeding.
You can't stop. You got to keep.
You
going.
can't stop.
You got to keep.
As long as
stop.
that threat is imminent,
right.
imminent, right? You can't stop, right?
You
want
can't
to.
stop.
You want to, but you know that threat is still out there. You got to find the threat.
Correct.
You got to find.
You got to keep going. I mean, even if that's the case, you have to be someone who's in focus, articulate, and even say, I just passed the start fire. There's a child that's on the ground, east side of the front building, and I'm still entering this process while I'm hearing gunshots. I just heard 5 in the northwest building. I'm now on the first floor. Make sure you send the units, and your backup is coming.
Right.
But that first officer is so key to stay alert, stay aware, and stay on point, because now you got people even running out.
Right.
In the
And
situation.
check this out, Dre. Even in that situation, what else you got to do while you doing all that communication? You got to be doing it low. You can't let the threat hear you coming. You got to sneak up on them.
Yeah. And you by yourself.
And you by yourself. You
by
got to be
yourself.
low and cautious where you at.
Yeah, you by yourself. How many folks out there? That's why I say how many civilians honestly can look and think about that and say, when I go into active gunfire, knowing that this person is killing folks and is going to kill me if he has a chance, and I'm going to continue to press toward that fire.
Correct.
How many people can say they can do that?
Not many.
Not many.
Because
You know
it's
what?
strangers. It's not something. It may not be my kid
Right.
at the school.
That's right.
And you guys, and I'm glad you said that, right? I want a lot of people to think about this, right? They say F the police, police that, police this. Can you get up in the morning knowing you walk out that door, this might be the last time you walk through that door?
Say that.
You know what I'm saying? Can you put your life in danger for somebody you don't know?
Yeah.
Could you do that?
Yeah.
Think about that before y'all start crucifying the police and media.
Can you after you try to hurt me and kill me and take me from my babies, and then I then have to give you mouth to mouth. I have to give you first aid.
Right.
I have to make sure that I'm giving you some sort of aid after you done tried to kill me.
That's deep.
Can you do that to your ops?
That's deep.
Right. Hold on for this. Let me take this off this for a second. I'm sorry. My brother.
Yes, sir.
You giving it to me. You know what I'm saying? I thought we were going to a GQ photo shoot. Hey, brother came out.
Yeah, man.
Looking like sexy kid.
Come on, man.
You
Yeah,
know what I'm
man.
saying? I gotta represent.
this hat, brother.
I got many styles.
I
This
see.
the yin and yang. You know what I'm saying? I gotta represent. You know what I'm saying? I'm a Beast Crayton Network, man. I can't be playing around.
Hey, season 2,
knowing
we
how
got to
they
step
roll.
our game up,
Hey,
man.
I been some
Man,
Plain Jane. This brother
Yeah.
got
Come on.
the big Mako shark
Yeah.
tooth
Man,
on.
listen,
Yeah, the
you
boots on the
know.
ground.
Yeah,
I just gotta
Y'all check
represent
that
you,
foot
baby,
game
you know
out.
what I'm
I gotta
saying?
introduce you to my boy 803
Yeah,
Fresh,
come
man,
on
with the
with
boots
it.
on the
Come
ground,
on with
baby.
it. Hey, man,
Hey,
you know
show-
what
get
we
a boot
go
game.
do? Come on, man. I gotta match it all the way up. It's
Hey,
just
I
more
got
than
my
just
boots
the
on
black
the
shield.
ground.
You hear what I'm saying? We got personality, we got style. This is how we operate and love one another as well, man. That's how
what's
you
up, man.
live life.
That's what's up. I had to do it, y'all. I'm
Hey,
sorry. I had
man.
to do it, brother.
What them
Much
gators?
love. Much love. That's the snake. That's the
snake?
python, man.
That's
That's
a
the
python? Okay.
python,
I
baby.
see you.
You know what I'm saying?
This is sharp. We got stuff right there.
Yeah, man. Look, I'm ready for the plane, bro. I'm
Listen to
dressed
you.
for my
Listen
flight,
to
man.
you.
You know, right?
We know you had the matching Air Force Ones
Yeah,
and the Night Zone.
yeah.
Don't play with me.
Yeah.
We see how y'all roll. You know what I'm
Hey,
saying?
I have no taste.
Brother
My wife ain't around to
Rasheed,
dress
yeah.
me, brother. I'm in
I
trouble.
see you with that Gucci bag when you gave me.
Yeah, I know,
man.
right?
Hey,
You
boy,
know,
that's
stuff
dope.
You know
like
you
that.
got to receive.
Yeah,
You ain't
yeah,
got to
yeah.
show it. You different.
Listen, I got that for the guy on the corner, man. That was a swap.
You got that old money, man. You don't show it. it.
Nah.
See, listen to you.
Hey, but I tell you, listen, for parents and grandparents and community out there, it takes a village to raise,
Right.
a community, correct? Or community
That's
raise our children, right?
Right.
So
Right.
listen, we have to be cognizant of our children's behavior. These children that go out and shoot up these schools, that cause harm like this, they have telltale signs.
Correct.
When in retrospect, when they start thinking back, they say, "Well, yeah, he was quiet and he was being punked." Right. In this age, we have a lot of alternative lifestyle individuals, and that's a hot button topic.
Right.
But these kids are harming themselves. They're harming others because, first of all, they don't know who they are,
Right.
and then other folks, harass them, beat on them, punk them, and it sends them to want to kill themselves and others, right?
Yes.
So these are things that as a community we need to also look at, correct?
Yeah,
Correct.
correct.
So you guys, any ideas, anything you can tell folks that, they can look for?
Well, definitely pay attention to the social media.
I was just about to go there.
That is a firestorm that starts a spark. And there's always, I don't care what people say, there's always warning signs.
Right.
If you pay attention and you really paying attention, then you will see the warning signs. And teachers in school, I mean, God bless you, because your job is you a first responder too. In my mind, just the way you have to deal with these children, the different personalities, and dealing with the parents, the up and down, and then trying to protect. Because I know that's a controversial subject as well, but I don't mind teachers being armed.
If they're trained, I don't.
Here's the deal on that. I don't mind it either, but
Talk to me.
how old are y'all kids? What's the youngest?
My youngest is in college. He's 19.
Okay, how about you?
22.
So y'all haven't been to school in a while, right?
Well, I got grandkids now. I got
Okay.
grandkids that in junior high grade go to high school,
Okay.
so I'm in their lives for sure.
Okay. My daughter, I talked to some of her teachers, and I had an issue with one. Ain't gonna put her name out there, but my daughter, her grades was slipping due to the fact it was a lot of kids in there.
Right.
And she told me something. I'm just overwhelmed. I'm just overwhelmed. I saw her. I lost track. I didn't know. She told me to say I was just overwhelmed. Didn't realize your daughter grades was slipping. I'll try to do better on trying to assist her, because my daughter said she be asking for help. But I thought about that. What if she's so overwhelmed? What if she got a gun in that room?
Okay.
But not every teacher now.
I'm not saying every
Not
teacher,
every
but
teacher.
you say you
I say I'm good with teachers, but not every. They still would have to go through training.
is that
go
you can
through
go
a
through all the training you
psychological
want. You still could be a
evaluation. What have you.
knucklehead with a gun.
Well, that's police.
Yeah, you right. You right. You right. I'm not doubting you.
I'm just
doubt
saying,
you.
we
You
done
right.
talked about that
You right.
on an episode
You right.
about the police.
You right.
And knuckleheads with mental
You
conditions
right.
don't need
So
no
I
gun.
don't think I'm down with teachers having guns. I think they just need to have more SROs in schools.
That's true. Spend the money.
Spend the money, man.
Spend the money.
Because I don't think some of these teachers, man, talking with them, and I got teacher friends, man, and these kids now built different, bro. It's not how we grow up.
Right.
Yo, I used to be scared to go to the principal office.
Yeah, these kids.
Now
fight,
going
they
to the
fight.
principal office is a badge of honor.
Yeah, they fight. They fight.
You know what I'm
teachers.
saying?
Yeah. Hey, shout out to your educators, man.
Yeah, shout out to them. So
I saw something online the other day, man. He was an older guy. I'm not sure what position he played in the school, but them kids whooped him, man.
Right.
Laid him out. You know what I'm saying? He got to fighting back. He gave him back a little bit some, but I'm not sure if he got charged for that. Because they're not able to do it like that.
Correct.
my teacher, one of my guys' teacher friends, he was telling me how, man, it's fights every day at school. He has to break up, man. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes even the teachers get it just off trying to break it up.
So how many SROs would you say should be
Depending
in
on
the
how
school?
big the school is.
Let's say 500 kids.
That's a small school.
That's
That's a small
school.
exactly. How many SROs?
So I said, what, 5?
Oh wow.
So one
So
for
you
every
saying
100.
1 per 100 then?
Yeah.
That's deep.
It's a lot of money, but
That's a whole lot of
hey,
money.
man.
How much-
Because
how much-
SROs in Cincinnati, they go from school to school. So one SRO can have maybe 5 schools or
Right.
2 or 3
Yeah.
at least
Yeah.
minimum.
Yep.
And they dealing with so much discipline.
Right.
When something does jump off, they just don't have enough time to really implement things that are necessary
Right.
to make that
Because
difference.
my daughter's school, they got 6th, 7th, In 8th grade, there's only one SRO there.
Oh, wow. And you know what? I told you earlier, I said I never did the SR. I did. I worked for Washington Township School Police here in India. I forgot I did it for about a year.
You doing everything.
Yeah, I forgot,
Yeah,
brother.
you doing
It was
everything,
such a short stint.
You a Jamaican in law enforcement, bro.
Got 5 job lines.
Brother Swiss Army knife for
Oh, my
law
God.
enforcement. Man, he's like, what did you do?
I forgot.
You know
I
what
forgot.
I'm saying? This brother do everything.
I forgot.
Like,
But
I
you
did
know,
that.
But you're right though, because like some of the junior highs, they might have the patrol. They might patrol. High schools, they usually have 1 or 2 that are there, and then the rest patrol. I forgot about that. You're right.
I think just to have more SROs, man. I don't believe in teachers having guns. And I brought up another example with the teacher thing, right? What if like I said, these kids don't care anymore,
Right.
What if when these kids get the best of the teacher and then grab that gun?
Yeah. And they robbing each other for guns.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Right.
That's a thought.
Well, they need to come up with something because it consistently happens, and school is starting in most places in August, and there has to be some preventative medicine. So we here as the Black Shield, what are some preventative measures that you think should be in place? But so we mentioned the SROs, but what else should be in place prior to the school system that some of these schools that are listening would implement for the safety of our children, and even colleges for that matter?
Right.
But what would you say?
One, they have to be strict on his dress code. A lot of schools have laxed and let them dress how they want to dress, let them wear what they want to wear. I saw kids
Go back to uniforms?
maybe go back to uniforms or something like that, and definitely clear book bags for sure.
Right.
You know, and then but they stay strict. I see kids wearing scullies. I mean, straight up, you know,
Right.
poo shiesties
Right.
going to school,
Right.
and the teachers just say, you know,
Kids wear pajamas to school, man.
wearing pajamas to
Yeah.
school.
Correct.
Yeah,
And the
I've
school
seen
system
that.
lets them do it.
Yeah.
Right?
Right.
They don't, you know, they let them do it. So I feel like, you know, supposed to turn my phone off, wasn't I? But yeah. So, the school system, they need to stay on top of that. I believe that's one thing.
Right.
Because you can see if they're carrying something in their waistband. You can see they got something in their book bag,
Right.
you know? And then not to mention, you know, at home, your parents, pay attention to your kids. Check their rooms. What we said before in another episode, check their rooms.
Correct.
Check them before they leave.
This is I want to tell the parents that have young kids, man, let your child know every day that you love them.
Ooh, big.
And the reason why I said they don't have to have that validation from social media or some other body else to feel good about themselves. Let them know you special. Let them know you smart. Let them know you love them. I'm telling you guys, man, bro, my daughter, I don't want to brag on her. I was telling her that since she's my queen, man. She's my young princess, my young queen. She's beautiful, smart.
Right.
I tell her that every day before she go to school. When she wake up in the morning, I be text her and tell her that. Man, my daughter don't be sweating nothing, man. You know what I'm saying? She do what she's supposed to. She listen. Right. School days, she give me her cell phone and an iPad at 9 o'clock before she go to bed. I don't even have to ask her.
Okay.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It's because I started that when she was young.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So, hey, parents with young kids, man, just let them know you love them. That's all they want to hear. I'm telling you, if you do that, I promise you, we will prevent some of the bullshit going on in our society right now. I promise you.
Quit letting TV and radio raise your children.
Right.
Quit letting social media raise your children, because that's what's happening.
Correct.
That's what's happening.
Let me just add this, is that when usually at most schools they have a front entrance, and some of the front entrances are there's no security at the front, number one. There's no locking mechanism at the front. They can just easily open the door. You push an intercom and they say, "Oh, I'm here to pick up my child." "Oh, come on in."
Right.
And you know, I think there should be a system in place. Place your ID, you know, through this process. There should be a front to where it says, "You're here to pick up your child. Please place your ID." I don't care if I know you or not. Walk through this process going in before you even get to the principal's office. Right. Because I know that the jails had really invested on, they was bringing in so much contraband in the jails that they literally got a see-through system to make sure you don't have nothing going on. Right. So it's like, hey, look, don't even come into our premises with anything. So the security is very, very lax. They should already have some type of light bar, security car, something to even deter
what
that.
do you say to the folks that say you don't want your school to militarize? You know what I'm saying? It's too much. It's metal detectors. It's like my child is going to school in a war zone. What do you say to those folks?
I tell them, is it better that they are overprotected or dead? I mean, let's just get right to it. I mean, if you here to protect me, I feel great to get extra protection.
Right.
Versus you just saying no, we don't want that, and a mass shooting occurs.
Yeah. What you think, bro?
I agree, man. I agree. What he just said is what my school has, my daughter's school has. You know what I'm saying? We got, even if they know I be on uniform, they still want to see my ID.
Right.
They check to see if I'm on that list to pick my daughter up.
Right.
And that's when they let me in.
Exactly.
I agree. I'm surprised all schools don't have that.
Exactly.
No, they don't.
Ridiculous.
And then you got people that deviate from. They might have a SOP, standard operating procedure, how they do it.
Yeah.
And you got folks that deviate.
Right.
You know, I'm on lunch. I'm busy. I got my own shit going on. Yeah, I know him. He's good. He can come on.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And then you got folks that are scared. They let people piggyback. They come in and somebody behind them, and they fearful of shut the door on them. They want to be, you know, polite and hold the door.
Yeah,
Right.
And you let a threat in that you don't know.
You're right.
Exactly.
You're right.
Exactly.
Yeah,
And that happens a lot with that
happens a lot.
process. And what's deep is we talking about these kids, and they've taken DARE out of most of the schools. They talk about funding or what have you, and people remember that DARE dealt with drug abuse resistance education, and you would have an SRO teach about drug abuse. Now, what's crazy is that marijuana is mostly legalized everywhere we go.
Yeah.
They say, oh man, I got a prescription. Talking to teachers in Cincinnati, Ohio, they literally tell you that most of these kids come in 80% high.
Oh, I agree.
Already.
And I can vouch for that.
And how you
Georgia,
gonna
same
study
thing.
and deal with, especially in the public school system,
Right,
but even the other schools do it too. How can you even function properly? Because most of the time, even when they committing these crimes, they're high on drugs.
Well, listen, it's appalling to me that you allowed a child to come in smelling like that without sending his ass back
Send
home.
him to the SRO and let him check him out.
Because the parents don't smoke the weed with them.
Yeah.
You heard what I said.
Hey,
Oh, pass that real
Facts.
quick.
Yeah.
facts.
A lot of
Wonder
these
why
kids
little
are-
Johnny
they-
can't read or write.
Yeah. Oh, don't even get to that.
Man,
Don't even get to that. Don't even teach cursive
The
in school
Black
no more.
Shield. We
Man.
talking about
We talking about
everything.
Real
Everything.
stuff, baby.
And
Real
listen,
stuff.
if your child can't read or write cursive within 10 years, you can tell them the Declaration of Independence says anything.
Wow.
Well, it says here that you should be a slave. You agree? Like, wait a minute, I can't read now. You can't read it, but I'm gonna tell you what it says.
They stopped
for you.
teaching that, didn't they?
Yeah, no, these kids these days don't know how to teach cursive. They don't write.
We got
write
a
or read
19 over
cursive.
here, man. We just need to get her on the show, man. Just kind of get her perspective on this stuff, man.
Yeah. Do you write cursive? In your first grade?
So do you know how?
Well, you're smart. You know what I'm saying?
right.
But they don't. These kids don't know. They don't know how to read because these emoji cons. You know what I'm saying? They use emojis instead of words
Correct.
these days. They shorten everything.
Correct.
They not gonna know, and that's one thing
Correct.
with you parents as well. Yo, get back to the basics. Make them read a book. Get off that iPad.
Yes.
Make them read an actual
Yes.
physical, bound book. You
My
know what I'm
daughter
saying?
got to do her book report during the summer. At the end of the month, she got to do her book report for me.
Yeah, because you got all these kids that be on the chat GPT and
Right.
can't do shit. I got a 4.0 grade point average.
Right,
Like,
right.
oh, shit, for real? And then can't do nothing
Right,
because
right.
they done cheated their whole career in
Right.
school
Right.
and can't do the basics.
Right.
Correct.
So-
Things too easy now, man. Chat GPT, man. I wish I had that in college.
I found out about it. I found out about it a few months ago, and that's my best friend.
Yeah.
Wow.
I ain't gonna lie.
I need to download it tonight.
I wish I
then.
had that in
Man,
college,
listen.
boy. That's like that's the easiest thing, bro. You put
No
anything on
plugs.
there.
No plugs.
No plugs.
Wow.
Yeah, no plugs.
But yeah,
Yeah.
it's legit.
What else can they do to protect their children and the school?
Man, I mean, and this would be something we should be able to at one point open up on another show, open up for live responses so that we can get,
Actually have a principal or somebody in here or SRO or something.
Because I think everything we say, we're looking at it from
I respect it.
a police officer's perspective. But from a layperson perspective, what can they do? My biggest thing, I'm always going to tell you, go back to the
Let's
parents.
ask her. When you was in school, do you feel well protected at times? What do you think some things the school could have done? Right.
Can we get her on the can we get her on the camera?
She
Can
said
we get her
have
a
more
mic?
officers.
Can we get her a
number one.
mic?
Is there a mic?
Is there a mic for we pass? Hey, we pass Dre's mic, and then we pass between me and you, Dre. So this is Cinnamon Crayton. This is the the founder of I Am Beast Networks. This is his beautiful daughter. She's joining us today in the studio, and let's get her perspective. This is kind of off the cuff, but let's see what she has to say. I think this is valid, right?
So Dre, get it. There you go. There you go.
Yeah. So we talked about, do you feel protected in your school? What was your response?
Personally for me, I didn't, because I went to a smaller school, like a charter school. So they sent kids I would either get like suspended or had trouble in school, etc. that would go there. I went there more for like social anxiety reason. I was at a bigger school, and sure, people in Indiana know Carmel High School. It's very, very big. And for someone with social anxiety, it just wasn't a fit for me. So I went to that school, and it was great for the time being. But I feel like for the type of school it is, they should have more protection, just because people are going to do what they do. They got suspended at the original school. Why wouldn't they do something here, you know?
Right.
Especially since it's smaller, they have more
Yeah.
options to get away with things.
So
Did
how
y'all have-
often did you see the police?
There you go.
Not often. I mean, they would come because they would have to, like, people coming to school high and stuff like that. They would get sent to the office, have to get checked and stuff like that. But
Other than that, you
they
really
weren't
wouldn't
there
see
often.
them
Yeah,
often.
no. Yeah, we didn't
Right.
have like a set school security. Like in my middle school, we had a school officer. I knew him. A lot of people knew him. He was very friendly, very
Wow.
communicative. Like, I'm sure if I saw him out now, I'd be like, "Oh, hi, like, what's up?" But he's a really good one for the school.
Right.
But ours just didn't have that. So
Right.
Well,
I
let me
think they
ask-
should create police departments,
the
department
school,
strictly
for the
that deals
school.
for
I agree.
schools.
I
A
agree.
whole different unit for school.
Well, let me ask you this: as a student, your teachers, would you ever feel safe if your teachers had guns?
I think
Based
in
on how the students
today's
act in your class?
age, a lot of teachers just come in just to like help, like substitutes, etc. A lot of people, they're retired and they just want to have a little extra income, so they come and help teach. Like, they're not valid teachers. Like, and half the days now, like my science teacher, he just like threw us on the computers and told us like, this is what you're doing. Like, he didn't do like hands-on teaching. So it's kind of like a defeated science for me. Like, now I'm taking it in college and I love it. Like, my teacher's great. Like, I love doing it. But like, I stopped enjoying certain classes because they're just like giving you a tablet and teaching you. So it's like, how do you know they're valid teachers, you know? Like,
Got you.
and I
So they
don't
can't
think
teach
they
them.
need guns.
So they don't need a
no.
gun.
They can't
They
teach. They
don't need
damn
guns.
yeah. They don't need no guns, man. Right.
They're not like you're going to teach. You went to college to teach, not to carry an armed gun.
Okay.
For,
Okay.
like,
Okay.
yeah.
Okay. Yeah, that's good. That's good. We appreciate. I can't tell that you have social anxiety. Right. You're pro.
Well, thank you so much.
We
for
appreciate-
sharing.
we appreciate-
thank you,
that.
young lady.
Yes,
Thank you.
thank you.
See, so you heard from the mouth of babes, you know. So you know. So now with her saying that, how do you still feel about teachers carrying guns?
I still believe there should be a few teachers that should carry, just because the response time of us getting there. And I'm sure out of, say, a school of 500, and you do have even about 50 teachers, we can find 2 that are sharp enough.
Maybe they got
that
a
are
military
designated
background.
and got some kind of
Yeah,
background
yeah,
to say, you know what, to have none. I said, but to have some, and people are not aware who those teachers are,
Right.
and they already have a mindset too of how to go about
so
it.
kind of keep the only people know they got the gun is them
And the principal.
and the principal. Okay,
Right, okay.
That
Just
might-
just like on a flight,
yeah, the
you know, air marshal.
Yeah,
Right.
On,
yeah.
on the pilot, the knows who the air marshal is.
Gotcha, okay.
And that same kind of mentality.
Right. Right.
But they better be able to go headstrong into some
That's
shit.
right. That's right.
And to your point about schools, like the city of Atlanta has created a police department, their own police department, and it's the Atlanta Public School Police. And I think a lot of cities, a lot of school systems are going that route, you know. But I think that, you know, funding should be made available. Hell, we spend so much money in lottery, and I can tell you the lottery, I thought at one point was made for, you know, to subsidize, you know, education, right?
Correct.
So I think
Correct.
they need to figure it out. Billions and billions and billions of dollars. Ain't no way you can't tell
Come
me.
on.
You know what I'm saying? There's no money
Yeah.
in the
Facts.
budget, you know what I'm saying,
Facts.
for police. Not till your child is victimized
Right.
will you sign the check, right?
Right.
So I definitely think, I'm with you on that. You know what I'm saying? And with you on that, I think all schools need to have their own, and not just rely on local sheriff's offices, or because they're already short staffed, right?
Right.
So those SROs that they use, because like in Rockdale County, Georgia, they have the sheriff's department provides the SROs for the school system.
Okay.
Rockdale County school system.
Right.
So those deputies can be utilized more on the street because they're short staffed in the jail, they're short staffed on the street. You know, and those deputies, they can use those elsewhere, and the school system should be responsible for, you know, maintaining and hiring their own police force.
Right.
And they can regulate them better.
Right.
Not to mention the politics in it, because hell, and I will call it out because I don't care. Rockdale County, you couldn't. I was a canine officer, and we'd have to go search the school sometime, and we'd catch dope, and I would ask, as a canine officer, if my dog indicated on dope, I want to reward him if in dope was indeed found. So I need to reward my dog, let him know this did happen and you did good and good boy. So I would ask the administrators. I say, hey, if you my dog indicated on this bag, when you find it, could you let me know so I can reward my dog?
Right.
Shit. They disappear with that book bag and you wouldn't hear nothing about it. And you'll ask, hey, did you ever find anything? Oh, well, that's being investigated. They're sweeping it under the rug.
Well, there go that trust again with the police officers. I just want to echo the young lady's articulation about how teachers just give a computer and say that's it. You know, study this and that's it. And that's why one of my favorite movies of all time will always be Lean on Me.
Well, I knew you was gonna say that.
You know I
knew you
was
gonna
say
that, bro. Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? I mean, Joe Clark.
Lock the door.
Google it. She looking like, what is Lean on Me? Google
that's
it.
one of the best movies ever. Lean on Me. And what was deep is that you don't see that type of teaching today anymore.
Right.
I mean, he was strong headed. He was on point. He was matter of fact. And I love the scene at the beginning when he sat there and said, look, we can't save everybody, but I'm going to make sure I save the ones who want to learn. So since all you thugs, miscreants, drug heads, and fools that don't want to learn, you are all expedited. Get out of here. Bye. Later for you. And then the whole assembly got silent because they said he mean business.
Right.
You know, and we especially in our black generation, we don't do that for our kids. Brother X.
I agree, brother. I agree. I cold-heartedly agree with you on that, brother.
Oh, I love Joe Clark.
We need Joe Clark.
That's right.
In all schools, brother.
That's right. Well, hey, man, this has been another exciting, podcast for the Black Shield. We appreciate you all watching. Until next time, Brother Dre, take us out of here.
Hey, once again, it's the X-Man from South Carolina,
You
Truth
already
Specialist,
know.
the life for. I'm Brother Dre, and we're not here to take sides, but we're here to save lives.